Hello, welcome to another video from EarnPed.com. I'm Stevie B. Happy to have you all with me today. Let's take some big sips to get this one started. So let's dive right in, guys. Yesterday I banged out a video real quick about the new Arcadia migration event, the Wrath Unleashed Roar of the 8 coins. And we talked about all the different stuff going into it with the smuggler armor dropping and about limited moonshine plates that at full TT can be upgraded, all that good stuff about the smuggler warehouses and the loot pool being transferred, all that good stuff. So I released the video, and my plan, like I told you guys in the video yesterday, is whenever I finish rank 25 on Codex for Longtooth, jump over to Arcadia and start grinding it out. Here's the problem. Now I'm getting reports that this event on Arcadia, this migration event, might be beyond my comfort zone due to the level of the creatures. I haven't actually got there yet because I'm still working on rank 25 of Longtooth, so I can't tell you this for sure, but this may be a situation where the Arcadia migration event, the creatures are simply too high of a level for my comfort zone. So it's very possible, from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, that we might only have enraged scoria that are level 50 and above, that have bare minimum 5,000 HP. If that's the case, then the enraged Teledon, I'm sure, are also going to be very, very similar. So if that's the case, then it's not going to be an event I'm going to be able to grind out. And let me explain why. There's nothing wrong with grinding out those kind of mobs if it's appropriate for your levels, if it's appropriate for your setup, if it's appropriate for your style of gameplay, and that's what you get enjoyment out of. Given my defense levels, given my skill levels, with appropriate armor, with appropriate FAPs, with appropriate limited restoration chips, with appropriate weapons, DPS, range, and damage per pack, then theoretically, could I go grind it out? Yeah, with the right setup. But with anything other than an absolutely perfected setup, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. If I'm only a level 55 evader, and we're talking creatures that are level 50, that's a good start, but that's literally only like the first thing on the checklist. I really do not like hunting creatures that are above my defense levels or even near my defense levels. There's a reason I hunt vastly below my own defense levels. I'm hunting level 12 Longtooth. I spent a week hunting level 16s. Could I do it? Yeah. Was it fine? Yes. Do I still prefer the level 12s? Absolutely. There are reasons for this. So, because of that, for a level 50 creature, for me to go hunt it, I can't just throw on whatever half armor I decide is handy and available. I would have to very carefully select the armor. I can't just kind of willy-nilly the weapons setup, and I can't make a lot of compromises. When I hunt vastly below my level, I don't have to be absolutely perfect in my setup. I can make compromises here and there. Whenever I'm hunting near or above those levels, then I can't make those compromises. I can make a small compromise here and go, okay, well, you know, if I'm doing level 12s, I can do this. If I'm doing level 16s, I can do this. If I'm doing level 4s, I can do this. If I'm doing level 54s or 60s or 70s, I can't make any compromises at all. So because of that, it's very, very possible that this Arcadia event may be beyond my reach. Now, I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping that I get there, and there are some lower level creatures somewhere in the, level 10, level 20, even 25 range would be probably okay. I don't really expect there to be like a level 5 enraged anything at this event, which is kind of a shame, because I think if that was the case, if it was more like what we have with Longtooth, where there's the adolescents that are level 4 with only 320 HP, then there's this gap. You jump to the level 12s that have over 1,000 HP, and then you've got level 14s, level 16s, level 29s, level 33, so on and so forth. I think that it would draw a lot more people to Arcadia. If there was a level 5, 10, 15, and 20 enraged mob at this event, which there very well might be, I haven't physically got there to see yet. I'm going off information other people are giving me. But if that's the case, then I would probably grind that event out all the way through for the codex, for the chance of the armor, for the chance of the limited items, for the chance of the moonshine plates, all that. But if I get there and the entire event is made up of level 50 plus mobs, or level 35 plus mobs, or level 40 plus mobs, then that event is going to be a no-go for me, which is a shame because I would love to do an event like that. I think that would be a lot of fun. I've always wanted to go for the smuggler armor. I've always wanted to go for the moonshine plates. I've always wanted to do all of these things, but I've been constricted mainly due to time and other goals that were just more pressing in game. So what I'm going to do is I want to get this information out there to you guys now, because I know there's a lot of people that may be seeing yesterday's video and go, oh, hey, cool, I want to go to Arcadia. But you need like a level 5 mob, and then you get to Arcadia and there's no level 5 mob at the event, so that would be very disappointing, and I don't want that to happen to people. So my plan is whenever I leave Cali, after I get through rank 25, my plan is I'm going to go straight to Arcadia and I'm going to check out the event. I will make a video while I'm there because I want to get the actual event on video for you guys. And then I will decide at that point, are there creatures here that are low enough level for me to be comfortable with and I can grind this event out for a while? Or do I just need to move on and go do the other things I was already planning to do, which is mainly going to be focused on the Arcadia Moon and Planet Cyrene. So I don't know yet. If I get there and there are lower level mobs, I will probably stay and just camp the event. If I get there and it's all high level mobs, I'm not going to be camping the event. So I will make a video either way once I'm there. Problem is, I'm not going to be able to get there for probably 3 more days. I will tell you guys, getting through rank 23 and 24 of Longtooth Codex was an absolute nightmare of a beast of a grind. Level 25 seems to be going a little bit better, but again, I now work every single day without a day off. And as I said yesterday, unfortunately, my housekeeper and personal assistant that I thought that I had hired decided at the very last second to flake on me, leaving me high and dry, which means I now have a lot more in real life on my plate too. I have to go do a deep clean at some point in the next week to 2 weeks. I have to get the recording studio back up to par and get the office back in shape. And I've got a lot of stuff that I've got to move from one place to another. So I've got all that on my plate. I've also got an absolute nightmare that I'm still dealing with, which slowly but surely is progressing, for good or for worse, we will see. But like I said, at this point, I at least want to go check it out for myself. I don't want to just rely on what other people are telling me. I don't want to rely on people telling me, well, there's only level 50 plus scoria, and I get there and there's a level 15 scoria for some reason. I don't see it. I think this is going to be a higher level creature event, but I want to go check it out for myself. And then we will go from there. So if you are going to go check it out, just because I posted a video, be aware that I do not know the creature levels yet. And I don't want anybody to get there and be disappointed, okay? So that's why I'm putting this out here. But I also want to put it out here because it's kind of motivating. Now that I've hit level 55 and unlock quickness, to be able to have the choice, is this an event I want to participate in or not? That is really an interesting feeling. Because I could go get the exact armor that I need for that event. I could go get the exact limited weapons that I would need for that event. I could get the absolute perfect setup together in about 10 minutes, and I could go start actually grinding this event out. I have that option. My skills are there. The skills are not what's holding me back. It's that everything that I've got planned for my current setup just would not work for that. I would need a different setup. But it's not skills that are the problem. And if skills are the problem, you're beat. If skills are the problem, then the event isn't an option at all. However, if you've got the skills, you can decide, do I want to switch my setup? You can decide, I've got this other thing I want to do on this other planet that was going to take up my time. Would I rather do this event instead? You can make the choice in what opportunities to take advantage of and which ones you don't. And that is a really, really, really good feeling. And to have that feeling when you're also dealing with what I call mid-level hell, where everything is just so absolutely grindy, it's ridiculous, and you're kind of stuck in between where there's not really a lot of good options. Like there's not really a lot of good ways to unlock intuition. There's just less bad ways. You can unlock it by hitting level 80 in a defense skill, which is going to take forever. That's really not even an option at all. I guess technically it is, but I don't think anybody's done that in the better part of over a decade. Or you can unlock it through VSE, which is a decent option if you want to invest the time and the money, but it's all outflow. There's no money coming back in. It's all decay and wire and tools. Or you can go through the Mind Force path, which is the least horrible option, it seems, for the majority of people. So I'm kind of in this mid-level hell, as I call it, where you're stuck with a lot of options, none of which are great. Some are just less bad, and you have to kind of prioritize your goals. So to have that feeling of, look at what I've already accomplished and how it's giving me the choices to be able to decide what I do and don't do, it couldn't have come at a better time, because it just makes you re-look at everything and go, okay, yeah, maybe all three options are bad. Which one is less bad given my playstyle, given my budget, given my time constraints, given what I find enjoyable? And then it kind of motivates you to keep going, because the further you go, the more that option becomes even more real. If I was a level 65 evader compared to a level 55 evader, then maybe I could potentially consider skimping a little bit and making a few compromises here or there on something. If I was a level 90 evader, I'd definitely be able to make a few compromises here and there. And do I really want to do the event? Do I not? So the further you go to get to that point where you can start picking and choosing what events you take place in and which ones you don't, instead of just looking at an event going, man, I can't wait for the day where my skills are good enough and I've got good enough gear that I can go do something like that, to actually be there and it be that day where you go, I've got the skills, I can get the gear, I've already got most of what I need, do I want to do it or do I not? That's a really, really, really good feeling. So at this point, I will, like I said, get done with rank 25 next probably 3 days. It's probably going to take me another 3 days, given my real life commitments and given my work schedule. Realistically, it'll be probably sometime between Wednesday and Friday before I finally finish rank 25. But once I finish rank 25, I'm going to head over to Planet Arcadia. I'm going to at least check the event out. And if there are lower level creatures, I might at least dip my toe in it and, give it a go. If it's all the higher level creatures, I'm probably just going to shoot the video for you guys and immediately bounce out to Arcadia Moon or Siren, one of the two, because I've got a ton of content planned on both of those, especially Siren. Siren, I'm going to be stuck on Siren probably for a good 3 to 6 months. And I know I've got Halloween Mayhem coming up, and then we've got the Merry Mayhem shortly thereafter that. They're also supposed to be retooling the Twin event after Migration ends. So realistically, I'll probably be on Siren for about a month, month and a half. And then they'll probably retool the Twin event, and I'll have to come back to Cali. And then I'll have Halloween after that, and then I'll have to go back to Siren after. So I'll probably have to just spread my time around, which I don't like having to do, but that's probably where we are. So anyway, I wanted to get that out there because initial reports are that the creatures from this Arcadia migration are all higher level creatures, which is going to put a lot of players, a lot of your low level players are just going to be beat if that's the case. Your mid level players might be able to reach up to it. If you do, I would highly suggest groups and doing team hunts. And then of course your high mid and your high level players will be able to choose whether or not they want to participate. But I don't want a lot of people bouncing out to Arcadia, getting there thinking they're going to find very, very low level mobs at this Arcadia migration event, and then it be wrong. I haven't got there yet. I don't know for a fact what level these creatures are. I'm just getting reports from people that have been there saying that they're higher level. And because of that, I want to pass that on to you guys. So guys, I'll leave it there for today. Sip, sip, smack, smack. Y'all know the rest. Head over to earnped.com, because when you earn, we earn. Best way you can help support us. Simply use the links on the website to go to hideout.tv. Hideout will add earnped as a redemption option for your hideout points. And of course, hit all three of the buttons you see on that banner I've put at the bottom of the screen. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. You only do it once. You never have to do it again. And hit the like button on every single video to help us combat the haters and the trolls. When you do, YouTube gives us more exposure. It puts our videos in front of people who are interested in PC games, real cash economy games, MMO games. And we're getting more and more messages every single week from people telling us, hey, I was on YouTube and they showed me a video of yours, and it was the first time we'd ever heard of Entropia Universe, and now we play. We've been playing for 3, 6, 12 months, and it's all because we saw your video. Well, that's not us, guys. That's you. You guys are making that difference. You guys are making that impact. Because you guys hit that like button, because you guys hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, YouTube's giving us that reach. So you guys are making the impact that is causing people to hear about the game for the first time, come to the game for the first time, become a part of the community, a part of the economy. You're growing the game, the economy, the community, and you're helping to share this hobby, this passion that we all love with the world. So I want to pass that message on to you guys because y'all deserve the credit for that. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. I will let you know once I actually make it to Arcadia and have actually laid eyes on the creatures myself, exactly what levels we're dealing with. Till then, sip, sip, smack, smack. Y'all know the rest. Take care, Stevies.